Hello.
We're laughing there at your intro. I thought that was excellent. Again, you're smashing them now.
It always makes me laugh how much you laugh at these. Like,
it's because I'm used to it not being good. I think they were going to be bad, but you've somehow managed to pull out 50 Cent.
I didn't think that was
geezer.
I think that was a good Cockney accent.
I thought it was good.
It was all right. I got better. It got better at the end. I started off poor.
It's better than your man Urban's and the boys, when you're like. When I found out in season 3 he was actually not Australian.
Did you think he was Aussie?
I thought he was
at the start as well.
I thought he was all. I never once thought he was supposed to be. There was just one scene where it showed him in South London.
Yeah.
And I go, wait a minute, was he supposed to be Cockney this whole time?
Fucking diabolical.
It's so bad.
You really like Carl Urban as well.
I love him,
and he's such a good character in that.
It's kind of funny though when you find out. It's like you've been lied to the whole time.
Yeah.
You're like, he's that bad.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Welcome to the first of our World Cup specials.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts so far on the greatest show on earth?
I was saying today, the games have been good.
Games have been excellent.
If I pretend everything within the 90 minutes. If I just focus on the 90 minutes and pretend I don't see anything else, everything's a fucking disgrace. Technically,
90 minutes plus 40 minutes of hydration breaks.
Oh, I was just saying to Elliot this morning. Do you know what the hydration break is? It's when the game starts. I forget about all the racism and the transport issues and the ticket robberies.
Because that's the worst thing.
And I'm like, this is horrific, really. Right?
Yeah.
And then when a hydration break happens, it all comes back to me.
Yeah.
And I was saying to him, it's like being punched in the face in the middle of meditation.
Yeah, that's a very good analogy. It just properly takes you out of the enjoyment of what you're doing.
Yeah, just a hydration comes up, and next thing I'm like, oh, because
I never realised, right? So you know how they were introduced, and everyone knew that they tried to claim that it's because of the sheer humidity and the heat, and people going, well, they had them in Qatar, and they had them in fucking Russia, and they had them in the Champions League. And you go, yeah, but this is definitely just for advertising, because there was a game in the Houston Stadium the other night that's completely climate controlled.
Yeah.
And so it's perfect, absolute perfect conditions for football, and they still had the hydration break. There was the incident where the referee, the fourth official, was watching to wait for the adverts to finish before he could signal for the referee to start it again. And then people were going, well, it's the Americanization of it, because it's the adverts, it's the advertising, it's the revenue from that. It's the move to split it into quarters so that it's more palatable for Americans. And then I realised it's made it more American in terms of how the coaching does.
It is, because
because it's almost like watching an NFL game. When you watch during the hydration breaks, when you watch them going on with iPads and pointing out things to different players, I'm like, this is exactly what happens in the NFL.
It's taking the steam out of some games. Small teams have took a lead.
Curacao the other night were genuinely on the ascendancy.
Yeah.
They just scored against Germany. We're intent on attacking again, and then a fucking water break happens. It kills all momentum. It also allows the Germans to completely reset, get messages onto the players. They are more experienced coaches. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not taking away from Dick Advocat for that.
Yeah.
But they are, and they will. Do you know what I mean? There's just more. It seems to favour the bigger teams as well.
Again, all of it does. And the fact that, I know footballers are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Right? But it doesn't take 3 minutes to drink a bottle of water. You can't pretend that it's a hydration.
3 minutes is
30
insane.
seconds.
30 seconds. That's where you go, this is just for adverts.
Yeah.
Because you could tan a 2-litre bottle of water if you were intent on doing that in 3 minutes. And when you watch them doing it, they're maybe taking half of a wee 500ml one.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you don't want too much either. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't want to be going back on fucking sweat.
Like water belly.
Exactly.
Check it out your arse.
No, I agree. That has, but the football has been very, very good.
Yeah, it's good fun. We have an Irish guy. All Ireland's gone man for the Cape Verde centre back.
Oh yeah, the story about him with the email.
He
insanely good.
LinkedIn, and he ignored.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
he ignored it for a year because he thought it was spam.
Yeah, because it was in Portuguese.
And that was the second message.
Oh, that was the second message.
Then I think the director came in of the Cape Verde, and it was in Portuguese. And he's like, "What is this?" He must have had to hit the show translation, you know. And his name is Pico Lopez. Like,
it's so funny.
But that's so funny.
It's so good. There's a great story. Right, this is gonna sound like something I never thought I would say in my entire life. Right, and it might be because I'm going to get on to talk about this in a minute. I've realised this podcast often at the start just we've almost become a fucking mental health podcast now.
Not that,
but I'm going to talk about it again. But I never thought I'd say this sentence in my life. I'm getting a wee bit bored of videos of the Tartan Army.
Oh no!
I'm getting a wee bit fucking bored.
You think there sometimes comes a time where you're like, I think I got it in one of the Euros. I got it in Euro 2016 when they started like fixing all the cars that the English people are booking. I go, it's getting boring now. After 5 days, you're like, wait till the game.
I think what it is it's the discipline. What I think, right? Here's the thing. I think for me, it is partly because I'm not over there yet.
Yeah.
So it's partly that fear, that FOMO. I hate that word.
Of course,
but there's no better word for it.
It's perfect, yeah.
FOMO of not being over there. Knowing that 4 of my best pals, so Sloss and Waugh were over there.
Yeah.
And my pals, Johnny and Chris from school, from Dumfries, were over there as well. So it's partly the kind of, not jealousy, but the kind of envy of them being over there. Wishing I was over there as well doing it. But, and you might get this with Ireland as well, because Ireland and Scotland fans are very much, very, very similar in the way we are represented and the way we are accepted and welcomed abroad. Like you're saying with the fixing of the cars thing, I think now that this is the 3rd tournament we've qualified for in 4, I would prefer now if we were a wee bit more concentrating on the actual football and the actual because trying to get through the group.
Yes, I do understand that.
As opposed to this
leveling it a bit slightly too low. You're like, now this is a golden generation.
Yeah.
So you should be trying to jump on
as
it.
opposed to this celebrating regardless of what happens.
Okay.
I've always been more of a kind of, that's great. It's fucking great that people absolutely love us everywhere across the world, and we treat in Boston have been stunned at how well things have gone and have been absolutely fallen in love. And there's a great story I'm going to tell you in a minute about it. But I think sometimes that takes away from us actually going, do you know what? We've actually got a really fucking good chance here to do something we've never done.
Yeah.
And we don't seem to be concentrating on it that much.
Yeah. I hope, and I think though the players and that thing will be on that.
I agree.
That is one thing. Like they just didn't show up. Whatever.
I think they were shitting themselves.
I
think nerves got
too much of a fairy tale, and then you're.
I think nerves got not the better, but nerves definitely played into it a lot.
Yeah.
I think the occasion of the fact that it was our first game for 28 years,
exactly,
massively played into it. McTominay clearly wasn't well.
I think he's sick.
I think he was fucked.
There's no way that I've never seen. There's no way he wasn't still ill.
I've never seen him do less. That's the thing.
He couldn't get into it at all, and even when he tried, it was just all off.
Yeah.
He won't be like that the next one.
I think the occasion. And I mean, how the fuck? Like, I was being overly critical, which I normally am, and I get slagged off for a lot by my friends and online. But how, like, genuinely, how could you know the Alan Parsons project thing?
Yeah.
Do. See that walking onto the pitch?
Balls.
You just fucking hell. This is I didn't sit down the whole game. Like, me and Seamus didn't sit down. He jumped about there with nervous energy constantly. I sat back here just fucking swearing constantly. And I don't like just the sheer scale of the thing was awesome.
Aye.
There's a great story where there's a guy that lives out in the kind of suburbs in Boston, and he'd put a tweet up that said, the Scots moved into the Airbnb across the road overnight, and this is what I was woken up to this morning. So these 3 lads come out. One of them's brought the bagpipes over, and he's playing bagpipes at something like fucking 7:30 in the morning, right? So this guy's like that. Here he'd be fucking raging, but this guy's going, this is amazing. So then he went over to introduce himself. They invited him in for beers, right? So he's hanging about with them for beers, posts a picture like that. He then invites them over to his house because he's made a massive barbecue for everybody. So all the Scotland fans are over at his house having a barbecue. The next day, they found the guy a ticket and took him to the game. They bought the guy a ticket.
That's brilliant.
It's like, that's fucking amazing.
That's
I love that kind of shit.
That's brilliant. I love
Absolutely love that. And I love the Fenway Park shit as well.
That was brilliant. I've been watching that this morning. Do you know what Sloss was doing over there? He said there was like loads of Albanians and Americans obviously working in the hotels they were in, and they were getting drinks and all, and they were like, oh, you know, like, is it going to be like this when England are here in a couple of weeks? And he was like, not really.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be less, whatever. And Sloss, they were asking for like what you know, like things to say, like the fun things to say, you know, they were having banter, and Sloss told all of them, just say Lizzie's in a box.
Oh, Jesus.
And I love it. All these Albanians are going to be in. Come on,
Lizzie's in a box, in the box. Lizzie's in the box.
He was telling it as if like it wasn't it's going to be funny because Dave kind of meant like in a more of like a hospitality way. So somebody's just going to be like, can I have a pint of Brooklyn Lager there? And they're going to pour it out, and he goes, Lizzie's in a box.
And then cheers to Lizzie in the box.
Like, the fuck did he just say to me?
The fact that they'll be going away if they've not got much football knowledge, they'll be going away thinking that Lizzie's some kind of fucking predatory striker that's constantly hanging about the 6-yard line.
Angelo Lizzie. That's so funny. That's so great. Lizzie's in a box. And the bar that they went to the next day was completely drunk out of all the taps.
Yeah, my pal Johnny told me that. The guy said that they'd sold more beer in the last 2 days than they have in the last 6 months.
Great.
Like insane. Like
Yeah.
And I'm quite hoping that surely they'd restock.
Of course,
and
yeah,
they then go like, let's buy
more, 3
times the amount because imagine owning a bar in Boston, and I don't know how like good June would be in terms of your takings.
Yeah.
But if you can go, we could take in the next 10 days, or from when Scotland arrive in 10 days, we could take as much as we take in the entire month of December. Do you know what I mean? You'd go, fucking Jesus, this is...
He was saying they went to a liquor store, you know, an off license, and it was like an Indian guy losing his mind because he had never even got anything close. He was completely sold out of... He goes, he was even out of hard seltzers. And the only thing he had left was like 50 bottles of red wine, 50 quid, and they were all buying them. And like just drinking out of the bottle. He was like, this is the best in the world. Absolutely
fucking class. Aye, I'm very looking forward to it. I'm trying to enjoy myself. I'm trying to get myself up for it. I was telling you about this. Do you know what I've realised? It's not anxiety. I've realised I let worry ruin my life.
Ugh, don't even
I like worrying about stuff constantly. Other worries came across over the weekend. Because I've told about this before, I've already worried about the Esther thing.
Yeah.
Right? I'm already worried about the fringe and all that kind of stuff that just bubbles in the background the whole time.
It's always a horrible time of the year anyway.
But then with the amount of problems I was getting in the stadium and with the trains and stuff, and then what happens is, obviously in social media people always put the worst stories.
You're only hearing the
and
worst.
Scaremongering does happen naturally.
Yeah.
But then there was people going, it was a genuine danger to life at one point, the way they were funneling like thousands of people through this tiny gate. And see, if I was going over, I'd go, do you know what? If I was going over with Sloss and Waugh, I'd be like, fucking, you know what I mean?
Whatever.
I've been at festivals where it's been quite hairy. Like I've seen Rage Against the Machine where I've been literally like struggling because we've been crushed together, right? But because I'm taking a 10-year-old, I'm now like that. Fuck's sake. And you start creating scenarios in your head where you go, like, genuinely, Ryan, right? See, at one point the other night, I was lying in bed thinking, there is a chance that when Amy says goodbye to him at the airport, if he gets crushed to death in a Hillsborough-style situation, that's the last time she's ever going to see him. And I was like, why are you letting this thought even enter your head now?
It's total, yeah.
And then even this morning I was like, and then I'm fucking paranoid last night because most of the trains don't have air conditioning. And folk were like, some people were going, I know it's like hyperbole, and folk are going, if it wasn't for the water we brought, we don't know what would have happened, right? So I'm going, our game's 2 hours earlier. It's going to be even fucking hotter. And so this morning, right, I was genuinely crying outside the school because I was putting him into school and his big sister, and I was like, right, this is the last time I'll see you before I go. And I was like, you better say goodbye to your wee brother because this is the last time you'll see him. And then my head was like that. My head genuinely went, because apparently he's going to dehydrate on a train. And so this is like, you better hug him because this is the last time you're ever going to see your brother alive again. I'm like, fucking Jesus, this is insane.
It's, I used to always be told about this. You know, when I used to get, whenever I was always at my worst, it's pure catastrophizing.
Oh, that's exactly it.
That's just what you're doing. Like, it's because it's your mind trying to keep control.
Yeah.
So like, if you've thought of it, you're in control because you've already ran it through your head.
That's a good.
That's what it is. That's literally what it is. I've had to do this with counselling. So it's your mind going like you're trying to keep control, and if you've run past all these things, even if it happens, at least you're ready for it, which makes you feel safer. But it doesn't. It's just total nonsense. We both do it.
Yeah.
For example, we both keep looking at this because we're like, is that recording right?
I know.
It's because we're both on age. It's just the exact same type of thing.
You feel like your body's in fight or flight mode all the time.
It is.
It's fucking exhausting.
It is. I messaged you about it. It's the most tiring thing in the world.
Jesus.
You're going in, I was going into Monkey Barrel going like, what happens if I get shot today on stage? I'm like, what? Nobody has a fucking gun.
I know. It would take some farmer that's having it for a gaming license to...
And then I'll be like, and you know what the worst thing is? What happens if I get shot? I haven't even sent that email to Monkey Barrel. And you're like, what? No logic. No logic. Not even a big deal.
Yeah.
But it's just when it builds, it fucking builds.
It's weird because you do get that. Like, I got an email the other day, various kind of fucking self-help emails that I get on a daily basis, and one was like that. It was like, you know what you should do? You should live your life as if no one is watching anything you do and no one gives a fuck about anything you do, because that is the reality. No one could give a flying fuck about your life.
Not
genuinely.
Really. Your actual circle is way smaller than you think. Your circle is basically your immediate family. Yeah. You know, it is very true. Like, but it's so funny. Like, especially, I reckon, like when you get out there, it'll be a bit more fun. You get a bit of buzz in there.
Oh, aye.
Right now, you'll be like,
do you know what pissed me off? Right, this is I just because I've been talking about getting like crushed to death. I'd have fucking crushed him to death on Saturday, right? So we were getting. It took him to one of these classes in the morning, and we're buying snacks and beers for the game that night. So I'm like, I've bought. I didn't even know they had, because Stella's like my beer, so I didn't even know they'd had Stella in Lidl. So I'd bought like San Miguel, and then I was like, oh, there's Stella, right? And I was like, I left him in the queue with all the snacks and stuff like that. And I was like, right, I'm just going to run to get the Stella, just like to hop across there. So I was like, grab that. And he was like, no, don't get that one. Don't get that one. Because there's some fucking promotion on just now, this competition, where because Stella sponsor Wimbledon, if you find a completely white can, you win tickets to Wimbledon. Right, as he's got such a competitive edge, he's like, get the fucking Wimbledon one, get the Wimbledon one. I'm like, fuck, right. So I'm running back and I grabbed the Wimbledon one, right? So I'm rushing about so much, I got back in, right? 13 quid. It was all non-alcoholic. I was like, no. I didn't even take the receipt. I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ. So then I had to go in and buy alcohol ones again. But I tell you what, I've been drinking the non-alcoholic ones.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, I've been off it. But I did notice that I refused to go to the stand watch party, Scotland Haiti, because I would have been like, oh, how could I not drink?
No, you'd need to.
I was like, I'll be watch this at home.
You'd need to.
I'm going to the Guile on Friday.
What's the Guile?
The Guile Centre. They're doing a big watch along.
Is that
in, going for the Morocco thing game?
Is that in Edinburgh?
Aye, somewhere out.
That's not the one that looks like a turd, is it?
No, not that fucking thing. What's that? That's St. James, is it? Or some shit. What the fuck's that about?
They
all go, it's really funny. And I'm like, it's not. You just
you built a thing that looks like a big shite.
It looks like a big dog shit in the middle of the town. Like the most beautiful city in Europe.
Where's the Guile then?
It's just outside. It's like the Guile Centre.
Right.
They must have some big watch party thing going on.
They got like a warehouse?
It must be. I don't
Fucking
actually
class,
know.
man.
I don't know, but I'll post videos of it.
That'd be class. That'd be class. I think of anything.
I do. I want to out Elliot for Wycliffe John.
Oh my god. Oh, I showed Amy last night and she was howling laughing.
We couldn't stop laughing. Last night, Elliot was talking just before the Saudi Uruguay match. Wycliffe Jean and fucking Duncan Ferguson were on. Very funny combo. And he put in this thing like spelled wrong, but I thought it was a pun, right?
Yeah.
I just thought it was a pun on Wycliffe Jean. And then you immediately caught it a couple of hours later.
Yeah, I was doing a catch up after watching the film and I was like, the way he spelt it was so obviously Wycliffe Jean. And that's his name, Wycliffe Jean. Right?
Yeah.
Jean spelt French, Wycliffe Wyclef.
Haitian, yeah.
Yeah.
The French guy.
Yeah. And Elliot spelt it as white,
But
not white in terms of how you'd spell the colour white. Like Craig White, the guy
if
who
he
used to
knew.
own Rangers, yeah.
As if he knew what he was doing.
Whyte, then Cliff, as you would spell like a cliff, and then John, and he didn't even get that right. John as in John, so he get every single part of his name wrong.
Added an extra.
And we're like, how is this? How is this possible that
stop
you're
laughing.
this stupid?
If you listen to the start message on Wycliffe John,
White Cliff John. It's just White Cliff John.
well, I was chatting about 50 Cent.
Yeah, because it was when I put in. I just questioned it.
Because I thought it was a pun and I missed.
I just wrote White Cliff John. Question mark. He went, yeah, the rapper. No, I know who you're talking about. But I'm like, why the fuck have you spelled it like
When
that?
he said Wycliffe John, that whole world class, I thought I was missing a joke. And I went, oh no. Oh,
White Cliff John.
no. Oh no, what's he done? Good.
Oh God, Spy's good.
Aye, so
Very good.
You were talking to me at the thing. I love Spy. I think it's really underrated.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. It's very, very good.
Yeah, fucking excellent film.
Aye.
Yeah. My favorite. I think my favorite one part of it. I didn't want to say it. This thing is when the bald guy, is it Cullen, goes to stand over her and she lifts out and he thinks it's a rape whistle and he's like, "That won't help you now. That won't save you now."
Fuck you, Colin.
Excellent film.
There's a bit where she's going into the party. I was howling at, and she touches a bald guy's head for luck. Rub that for luck. And she goes, "What a really greasy scalp."
When I love her abuse. I think she's the funniest person in the world to abuse people. Like in all her films, I like just get Melissa McCarthy, just pure onslaught. The guy goes, "You gonna cry?" He's like, "No." You can hear his voice break. Kills me every
some
time.
of the abuse she gives Rose Byrne is amazing. See the bit where Rose Byrne says, "You look like my mother," and then produces this fucking photo.
It's such a funny film.
It's excellent, excellent. Right, from a good film to this week's film.
We're doing this is the Football Factory.
We're doing the Football Factory,
which I haven't seen.
I'm amazed that you'd never seen this.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I have seen this film so many times. This has been, I've said to you this last night, this has been one of my guilty pleasures for years.
Okay.
It's a film that's always on streaming services.
It was on all of them. I went to look at it and I went, it was on every one.
I can't think of a time where it's not been on Netflix.
Yeah.
I honestly can't. It's like Speed 2 and ITV2. It's always fucking there. So I must have seen this about 20 times.
And we've actually done more Nick Love movies now than Steven Spielberg.
That's terrible.
It's such a movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, Nick Love, if you don't know, the other movie we did with him is the wonderful The Business.
The Business, yeah.
Which had a certain charm to it, I thought, as in like it was shite. What I will say straight off the bat for the Football Factory is, is Nick Love, I reckon I could have wrote this film in an evening.
Yeah.
And second of all, you can tell what movie he's watched before he's made a film. So he obviously wanted to make The Goodfellas, was kind of like The Business.
I love the way you're keeping that up. The Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
The Goodfellas.
The good feller. Right? And then he's obviously like, oh, here's my gangster movie. This is clearly after you watch Trainspotting. Because every time he keeps trying to do like monologues as if he's fucking renting. And it's always fucking arse. And I think it's so obvious.
Is it there's Danny Dyer voiceover in The Business as well, isn't
yeah,
there?
yes, exact same voiceover.
Yeah.
No, in fairness to Nick Lowe, that is his one trick.
Yeah.
Get Danny
He
Dyer
he does
voiceover.
love voiceovers.
Yeah, and I don't mind the voiceover, and Danny Dyer's a good voiceover guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Nick Love married to Patsy Palmer. I don't know if we talked about this in The Business. Married to Patsy Palmer.
I think
Bianca Jackson from EastEnders for years.
Like if you had, but this is the problem with the guy. Like if I had to guess who the fuck, you shouldn't be able to guess who a guy's married to.
No. Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Were they in Hollyoaks or EastEnders?
Yeah,
And they're like,
yeah.
yeah. And he goes, I thought so.
Yeah. Did you see at the start who made this film?
No.
Rockstar Games.
Oh, Oh,
First film they've ever. I don't know if they've ever gone in to make films after this.
Glasgow or Edinburgh based. So
Yeah, Dundee.
are they Dundee now?
Dundee based who made Grand Theft Auto, obviously.
That's so
they play Grand Theft Auto in this.
Yeah.
There is an element of this film that is kind of like a game.
Yeah.
Really shite game.
Yeah. I think this is definitely in the top. This is close to the top 5 worst films we've done.
You think? I don't. I think that's unfair.
I thought this was a charmless, useless pile of shit.
I was amazed at how much you hated this.
I thought I was going to enjoy some of it. I thought it was fucking stupid as shit. Do you know their business? At least there's a bit of like you're in a nicer country and there's a bit of a better storyline. This was just fucking grim.
It's grim.
But do you know what the worst part? I immediately turned me completely off, right? Because he tries to make these cunts somewhat like cool, right? And that's fine. That's cool. That's what the whole film is about. But near the start, he was chatting with the Chelsea faction, right? And he's like, it wasn't about racism or anything. And I was like, the Chelsea faction. There is 50 documentaries. There was like, what are they called? Combat.
Yeah, Combat 18.
Is it Combat 18?
I think so.
I think it's Combat number anyway.
Yeah.
And they're like the most extreme right wing, like funded by America thing. It's like if all things in the world they were directly funded and involved in like, I was like, don't right. So you had to just lie there just to make this like, a little bit less fucking whatever.
I've got a good question for you. I'm going to leave at the end, which I'm fascinated to hear your answer to.
Oh my god.
Right. I'm not going to be as harsh on this film. It did. When I was looking at it with just a not sitting back and enjoying it, I was like that. Ooh, there's a lot of this that isn't. 2 things are great.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? There's a huge amount of Primal Scream in this.
Yeah,
it's Primal Scream around about Kowalski, swastika eyes era. So that's good. The clothes are also fucking class.
I fucking hate the clothes, but that's it's accurate. And good.
I think some of the clothes are out. Some of the jackets they wear in this.
They're all wearing
outstanding.
Elliot's hat that you stole.
Yes, essentially, yeah.
If you don't know what to talk about, Elliot lost a hat. He said it was 200 quid, and we were all talking about how ugly the fucking
£200 Burberry hat.
Right, but like it's that football hooligan pattern, as I would call it. Right?
It's just the standard Burberry.
Yeah.
Checked gingham pattern.
And then basically, Elliot had a freak out because you had actually stolen it.
I'd been saying for weeks that I'm going to steal that hat because he was so in love with this hat and he spent so much money on this hat. And I was like, I'm going to steal the hat when we're away on holiday. Like, there's not a chance I'm not stealing this hat.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you're not going to do that. Not going to do that. And then I saw my opportunity one night and I stole the hat kept it in my room for the next day and a half. And then waited till he was on his flight before I posted a picture of me still at the resort wearing the hat. And he was fucking furious.
He's not. But anyway, that fucking hat.
Yeah.
All over this film.
The prank backfired on me because it cost me 15 quid to post back that hat.
Good.
But yes, it is. I like this kind of there's a website that me and Elliot go on quite a lot actually. It's called I think it's called like 80s Casuals or something like that. And it is all this kind of, it's like Fila stuff, Burberry stuff, Stone Island stuff. It is a lot of.
Do you know what it is? Maybe it's just an Irish thing, but this is so British that I can't deal with it.
Right, that's my question.
I just think the whole. Do you know? I think football hooligan. I don't want to sound like a fucking dry shite here, but I think football hooliganism is one of the most pathetic things I've ever seen in the world. And I'm a huge football fan.
That's my Okay, is this the most English film ever
I can't
made?
even fucking deal with it. Do you know why England's so shite? Their only fucking culture is this fascist undertone pile of shit.
It's not.
That is the only
it's
fucking
not.
thing they have.
It's not, because they've got the whole Downtown Abbey. They've got the complete opposite of this. The whole Downtown Abbey foppish
That
thing going on as well.
That died in fucking 1790 though, didn't it?
They're still dining off it.
They are still dining off it, yeah. I'll give you that. Fucking hate it. Every bit of it. Pile of shit. I can't even believe the ending, the story after all of it, but I'll get to that anyway.
Hooliganism, right? Again, I've spoken to Elliot about this. Elliot's getting featured a lot in this. I reckon...
That's because he's one of these fucking gimps.
I reckon me and him would have been quite good hooligans.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah.
And there's a part of me, like the glamorization of it, which I don't think would ever...
Sure, but that's a movie, you know.
It is a movie.
Yeah.
But with this, in the same way, like, I would love to be part of the crew in Goodfellas.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that's classy.
it is classy.
Even though they're murdering each other with hammers, it still seems classier.
There is something about hooliganism where I go, aye, that would have been fucking class for a bit. For just a bit. You never been at football or at something where there's a chance that something might kick off and you get a wee twinge of excitement going,
yeah, sure.
fucking yes, man, let's fucking do this.
I just think...
I nearly said, let's fucking have this.
That's
exactly like, this is pretty much every line in this.
Like that Zebedee's little face going like this, gritting his teeth like... Do you know what it is? There's so much, I think so much of it's pathetic. It's not even just a fight if you're in a fucking faction. Do you know, like, they're meeting in alleyways and walking together like they're like in Reservoir Dogs? I'm like, you fucking limp dick.
What I always found the pathetic thing about hooliganism is the sheer amount of planning that it takes. I don't like the organisation and the admin behind it.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to phone each other up and go like talk shit to each other down the phone, but also arrange coordinates as to where this is going to kick off.
Dealing with rogue members and what do you call it? Have they buy blue tack? They put up a Union Jack in the back of the bus.
checking each other's schedules to make sure they can all make the same time.
And none of them seem to be working to afford all this coke.
Oh no, well,
I'm only joking.
Billy's, he's got a florist's.
I will tell
where
you one
a lot
thing,
of them seem to work at.
because I watched a lot of these hooligan documentaries with Elliot. Right? I did enjoy a couple of things that they did. They were quite accurate with the fact that the cunts are mostly nearly middle class.
Yeah.
You know, when you watched all the faction leaders, we were laughing at this. They were like, a lot of them were still in estates, but it wasn't like the worst thing. And like some of them are in the council estates thing, but like the younger lads, sure, on the thing.
Yeah.
But anybody running them things were mostly middle class. A lot of them, when they were chasing them, I was like, these cunts are in Mercs.
Well, in this,
And they own businesses or florists or
in
whatever.
this, Dyer's got a decent, like a nice suburban home.
Exactly. I
Like,
did find quite a lot
He's
of
got
that
a
was
nice.
surprising.
He lives in a cul-de-sac. When he wakes up on his couch, he's got a fucking massive fish tank. So yeah, he does. Like, for someone that just seems to work part-time in a florist,
Yeah.
he does seem to have a decent house.
Yeah.
And it's especially South London. No, it's not South London. Where's
I actually don't. Millwall?
Chelsea, North London?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
West London. It must be West
think
because
it's
it's very, very well to do. He does have a decent gaff.
Yeah.
They all have decent gaffs. So no, you're right. You're right. They are quite middle class, but that's probably
it just felt like it's very funny because he was acting. Have you watched all Danny Dyer's like documentaries about football?
Oh, the real football factories. Oh, Christ!
So funny. You know the one we could never stop laughing when he was in the old firm.
Yeah, I'm fucking shitting myself.
And there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of people like queuing up because I taste the violence in the air. There's my Billy Butcher.
Yeah.
Taste the violence in the air.
Yeah. There's a woman
Cockney.
just carrying her shopping bag.
Yeah.
Bridges used to do a good routine about it.
Oh, did he?
Because he goes to Dundee as well.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
don't
fucking believe it. They're just across the road from each other. It's gonna fucking kick off.
This is Dundee United. Hello, you pack of absolute cuts. This is just a little message to say if you want to support us, we are on Patreon. That is the best way to do it. It's £3 a month, and you get early access to the episodes. You get access to the Discord. They even choose the movies, and there is bonus episodes in there. It's a great place to be, and like I said, it's the best way to keep cuts going. We are also a lot of the time on tour. We've even got sometimes Absolute Cuts live events, so it's good to check out our social medias for that. And both of our Edinburgh Fringe shows are now on sale. Thank you again for your support.
Do you know what always surprises me about these kind of fights? And it's not just these kind of fights. I often think this about historical fights as well, like Braveheart and shit like that. How do you know who you're hitting?
Yeah. There's a fantastic sketch about this I sent on a Swedish sketch show,
right?
Where it was a lot of Vikings standing around a guy and he's dead, and he goes, "Are you sure you didn't kill this man, Olaf?" Because this is our childhood friend. Like this is thing, you know. He's like, "Are you sure? Because I feel like you killed him." And the guy's like pretending like he hasn't. He's like, "Well, I didn't know who was who." He goes, "He has children." We went to their christening. But it is funny, like.
But even in this, they're all. I mean, they are all dressed the same.
Yeah.
So
it's not like Millwall don't wear Stone Island.
Aye, but you don't have time in that kind of like heat of the battle. You don't really have time to check someone's face to see if it's one of your pals. And also, with the amount of folk, would you really know everybody?
No,
you wouldn't know the whole crew.
I mean, it's a lot of bald guns.
Aye, so I've always thought that in hooligan films. Like, who the fuck do you know who you're hitting?
They're never wearing their jersey.
No, exactly. Oh, listen, one of the main things is there's not one single second of actual football in this film. Not 1 second of football.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings the thing about the hooliganism has absolutely nothing to do with football anyway.
Yeah, they just like football.
They don't go to the match. They don't go to any of the matches. They don't. They turn up for the draw just because of who they're going to get the scrap.
Oh, that was funny.
They don't talk about the game. They don't talk about tactics, who should be playing, anything like that. It's literally just an outlet and an excuse for battering folk.
There was two very. I'll tell you my two favorite parts of this film were. Right. Number one was when Zebedee and the other kids stole the house, and your man got his own kids to throw darts at them, which was so fucked up, but so fucking funny. My second one was, it took me 10 minutes to calm down, laughing when that stupid little cunt Albert died, that old man.
The guy that dies is not even his granddad.
Yeah, the
one that's the bald guy.
Stupid old fucking cunt in his chair like this, like. Before he was about to go to Australia, God, that kills me.
It's like dies the morning of the trip.
It's so funny. Like it's like Nick Loaf trying to create drama, or like, oh, I feel so sorry. And then they open up his fucking suitcase and he's just brought 9 toothbrushes and 10 pot noodles. And I was like, I'm glad this guy's dead.
Bottle of brown sauce and all.
HP
I've been packed for weeks.
The boy's going to land in Australia with no clothes.
Yeah.
He's just going to be an oil guy with his cock out with brown sauce in his hands.
I don't see. This is what I think about Nick Love. Right? There's obviously some. Like, he obviously loves the fucking lifestyle, and he loves the glamorization of it all. But then he tries to shoehorn in
that's
a lot of different themes. And with this, but it doesn't make real. He kind of makes out that these lads are better than, because you get the taxi driver who seems to be the only taxi driver that operates from their area into the centre of London, because he picks every cunt up.
He's always the unbearable. He's in Layer Cake, isn't he?
Yeah. But they're like, every single character at some point is in a taxi he's driving.
He's picked them up. He's picked Danny Dyer up twice. And he took Albert and Thing and gave them free because
they were war heroes.
Yeah. Just kept talking about packies the whole time.
Yeah, he did.
So racist.
But that's what I mean. I don't like. He's kind of going right. This guy's obviously racist, but these guys aren't, because they're salt of the earth. Like it's almost it's the way like when Dyer kind of that speech at the start where he gives about it was nothing to do with religion, it was nothing to do with colour, it was nothing to do with creed. It's just about fucking violence. You know? It's just a weird kind of combination of. I'm trying to make a comment on how London has gone and how people think London has gone.
It's exactly
So these lads are better than them, but also these lads are just kicking the living shit out of people. And then there is that kind of thing of that question of, and this has always been a kind of a debate over hooliganism, is if it's only them involved, then are they really doing any harm?
Yeah, in real life. Not
Innocent bystanders are never getting involved in this.
I mean,
and it's done away from them.
Can I just say as well, speaking of innocent bystanders, where the fuck did he get a smoke grenade? Where the fuck did he get a smoke grenade to chuck into a bar?
I know. I'm not saying they're not.
I'm glad they chose a background place to fight where there's no one around.
Yeah,
I'll give them that.
But there are some fights. I mean, that does just take place in front of a pub, and a woman passes with her pram and calls them pieces of shit and says they're a disgrace to the country, right? And there are times when innocent folk just get smacked for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah,
like when Billy Bright is in trying to listen to the draw and just starts on those lads because they won't shut up.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So they are pricks to some people.
Yes,
but the majority of the time, it's very much like gangsters and criminals. Like with gangsters, if it's only them that they're targeting, and innocent people are never. But then there's a knock-on effect of a lot of it.
Yeah, that's like saying pedo rings are alright because they all meet up. I mean, I might be taking a bit of a leap there because there is children involved still.
Yeah. There's still quite a lot of damage to other people in that kind of sense.
do you know how fucking shite I think this guy is? Do you know what I will say about Nick Love? I'm glad all the films exist.
Yeah,
that is one thing I'll say. I'm glad they exist.
I find them very entertaining.
But this is dog shit. He watches other films and copies it and thinks it's the exact same. He just turns it British, right? That's why every time, you could make up that script in 2 seconds, down at the fucking pub, wondering where my life's gone, blah blah blah, sink pints for the right, and then the ending is American History X.
Yeah, it is. It is exactly American History X.
They've watched the thing, and then the American History X. That was the big payoff, but it wasn't because the kid was involved in football factories, because he robbed a drug dealer.
Yeah.
When it happened, I was like, "Who the fuck's that kid?"
Aye, it's got nothing to do with hooliganism.
And
why is everybody gets killed at the end?
It was like they were trying to do like a what do you got, your man Hill, and they're trying to get him back into thing, and he's like questioning it, and then in the end he goes, "Fucking worth it." And I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, see, that's the thing I had, because they try and make when he's introduces stuff because he tries to introduce themes of male loneliness and male identity and all this kind of stuff, and then but there's absolutely no redemption at the end of it all. I've gone through hell, I've gone through beatings, I've gone through dreams, I've gone through hallucinations, and I have to ask yourself, was it or was it? Of course it fucking was.
Just like, right. When it ended, I went, right, cool. So the whole, anything else, this should have just been a movie where they're having a laugh and being stupid in a football factory. They try to make it something else. I did laugh at it. Again, I went, well, I'm glad it exists.
It does great.
Stupid.
The constant, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you fucking? Fucking.
Nobody's having a good time.
Fuck was spelt with 9 A's. Fucking guy, you fucking mug. Fucking mug me off in front of my pals.
Yeah.
It's just.
Again, Goodfellas.
Yeah. Christ, it is, yeah.
You've been funny. Yeah, it's just
fuck.
He's just recreated every scene. And the problem is, he isn't Danny Boyle, or he isn't Scorsese.
And they also
everything.
He plays that joke twice as well, because he plays it in Zebedee when he tries to get him to go outside, and then they'd also play it again, which is a ridiculous scenario where they basically convince Danny Dyer that he's been so pissed the night before that he's tried to get off with one of the leader's wives. She's rejected him, and then he's leathered her. And you go,
meant to be
there is no way that he would be alive right now. There's literally no way that he'd be alive. And then he goes round and pleads for his life, basically. And then they go, I got you. Can't believe you fucking fell for that, you fucking mag.
It's the fact that Danny Dyer's meant to be the one that you're meant to be cheering for, and the fact that he wakes up and goes, "Oh, have I done that?" Usually you'd be like, "There's no way I tried to do that and punch that woman to pieces."
Yeah. But the fact that there's a possibility he's done it in his own mind.
We're like,
no.
This is like Rise of the Foot Soldier again, when the main lead actor's first scene and kicks the fuck out of his wife. And I'm like, why am I watching this guy?
Yeah. Who's the hero in this?
Right. So there's a bit of that, but
there's not one character in this that's not a piece of shit.
Yeah. No, this is genuinely just it recreated 10 most famous movie scenes and just put English twist on it badly. It's like a whole parody of older films, like the talkovers, everything, even the way that I can't even. I hate the fucking nostalgia of the war hero granddad. I
hate all that stuff.
I laughed that he tried to shoehorn that in. I'm delighted. They comments were hilarious.
God, it's just
the man smoking a joint was so funny.
Yeah, I know, and then
was like,
but then him trying to tell them that so basically they were like, they basically make out that they're two of the first people off the boats in D-Day. What? Shut up.
Shite.
And then them saying that they don't know real fighting because they used to fight the Nazis and all this shit. And then another thing, like when
the fact he goes up to them two lads and goes, "Stop it," when they're abusing, and then comes off the thing and the fat little cunt has a heart attack. The old bitch.
Here's what I don't understand about that, and I only noticed this last night, right? So it's Zebedee and the other wee thief.
Yeah,
You're a thieving little cunt.
Yeah.
The other thieving little cunt are on, and they just start racially abusing this Asian man and his son.
Yeah.
And then Dyer's granddad goes up and goes, "You're a fucking bone," right? Then gets off and has what I'm assuming is a heart attack in the middle of the street.
Die as well.
Aye, he just keels over. And then after that, Zebedee hangs out the bus and goes, "Hey, you fuck off, you fucking mug," right? But I go, surely he knows that that's Dyer's granddad. Why is he giving Dyer's granddad shit? Because then he turns up, because he's already turned up at the old man's funeral to pay respects. So you're like, what the fuck?
How do you not know him?
How do you not know this
He's in the corner of the pub all the time.
Exactly. And also, if as were to be believed by everyone else, these boys are supposed to be revered because they're war heroes, why are you now then giving him shit?
I
don't,
And parts of Zebedee is another one. Why is Danny Dyer if Danny Dyer's having a dreams that Zebedee's going to get killed, then it has to be about the fact that Danny Dyer has no idea he's robbed a drug dealer.
No, exactly. No, I know. Yeah.
There's absolutely no knowledge of that. It should be something to do with the football factions.
Danny Dyer's subconscious has learned a lot of stuff that he was never party to.
I think he even realizes this next love that this doesn't make sense. That's why he just for absolutely no reason brings in that fucking geezer with the gun and it ends up being a flare. They're like, "Oh, that's meant to send you off."
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Don't be bringing a gun." A flare doesn't even look like that. It's got a massive top on it. It's got a massive top on it because it has to hold a flare.
I've seen flares like that they fire from like boats.
Yeah.
That looks like a German Luger.
It's got like, it looks like a trumpet. It's going to blow out a little flag at the end of it. Well, we're bringing that.
Do you know my favourite line of the whole film? And
why is he showing them too? Why is he
know.
Going like, "Look at this"?
I know.
It's got a flare. I'll be bringing that. You blow someone's head off.
Like, at least if it was a real gun, you'd go, "Fucking hell, Billy, you're a psychopath." But then, why would you even think to bring a flare?
Yeah, you're a football fan. Everyone has flares. They don't come in gun form. Just throw a flare like everyone else.
And also, why would you shoot a flare to attract attention? The last thing you want. All of this is incognito, clandestine meetings to scrap. You don't have to try. Check out what I've got. This fucking Skywriter. Like, see what I got?
God.
Flags for everybody.
Oh God.
My favourite bit is when Danny Dyer and his pal are out and they pull two women And then as they're going back in the house, Danny Dyer goes, I can't wait to see your fanny.
What? This is again looking at the end of the bar. Is like he goes.
What, darling?
There's like half a million fucking women and thing, and you know what I mean. So I at least stand half a chance, and I'd fuck anything that breathes.
I might stand half a chance because I fuck anything that breathes.
And then he's like looking over. Hey, tequilas, please.
Come and check your tequilas. We're going to tequilas.
He's like, I can't wait to pump these fucking slags. And I'm like, what is this?
That's literally it.
I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
There's so little respect shown for any women. The fact that of any women looking at these two fucking reprobates and going, yes.
Yeah.
Who invites someone into their house after they've just said to them, I can't wait to see your fanny?
They're checking out, one of them's got a big cock, and they're just checking out their dicks. They seem to be in the same room. Or a minor partition. The fact as well, and speaking of women, dude, that big fucking guy, he's kind of believable. He's pretty decent at the main horrible cunt, right? But you know, like, he's bringing in like his wife, and she's like, Barbara thought she was going to be a high.
He takes her to the pub.
Yeah, and then he just ignores her. And then there's loads of things saying that, like, loads of hints that he beats her.
Yeah.
And then they have a kiss when he's feeling down. I'm like,
See,
this is horrific.
Again, Nick Love just suddenly introducing the themes of male depression. And rejection by him being told, and quite rightly, like, I'm not going to agree with the hierarchy, but he is a fucking liability. The silly cunt's brought a fucking flare gun, right? He got arrested at a service station because he couldn't help but batter two Stoke fans, right? He's bringing heat down on the whole firm. Of course he's a liability. And then he goes, you think I'm all right, don't you, Barbara? You think I'm all right? Of course you are, you silly sod. What?
Now have your fucking 11 a.m. roast dinner. 11 p.m.
The man's a genuine psychopath and dangerous to society. You can't get us to feel sorry for him because he's feeling a bit down.
I'm okay, Barbara. Of course you are. Ruined our date last date because you beat a couple of guys up at the bar because you brought me to a FA Cup third clown. I was just like...
The third round as well.
The third round. The first round. The first round Chelsea would be involved in. The first round that Chelsea would be involved in. Like, some of it just like trying to, it's because like it tries to teeter on there's going to be a redemption arc or any sort of positive thing, and then he shits on it immediately.
Yeah,
and you're like, right, there's nothing.
It's because he can't help it. He can't have.
You can't have both.
He can't come out of it by going. See if it ended with Tommy, who's Danny Dyer. See if it came out of it with him having settled down. Even if he does do the Jordan Belfort thing of, right, I've given that away. Obviously, this is fucking boring. Or Henry Hill in Goodfellas, where he goes, I've got to live the rest of my life like a schnook, right? Even if he did do that at the end, and it's got Danny Dyer working in fucking B&Q and seeing a load of folk go to the football, or a load of his old hooligan pals going for it and going, do I miss it? Yeah, of course I miss it, right? But this is life now. You'd go, right, well, at least there's a redemption, something. But Nick Love can't get away from the fact that he thinks this is all fucking class. And he goes, I can't possibly let these characters come out looking anything other than what I perceive to be as cool as fuck.
And that's why he pretended they had nothing to do with racism, even though it's one of the most famous racist groups of all time.
Yeah.
So it's so funny because he can't add that element.
Yeah.
Really, because it just ruins the whole thing of what he thinks is cool. It's so funny.
I can't.
Do you know, I reckon in football as well, right? And another thing wrong with this movie, we said this about the business, criminal underuse of Tamer Katan.
Yeah.
Because he is better.
He is better.
He's not great.
No.
But he's better than most of the people in the...
There's two great scenes with him.
The kids one.
The one where they're arguing with each other over the kids.
Yeah, it says Chelsea youth versus Millwall youth, even though it's just a park, even though they definitely have better facilities.
Yeah,
and also all the games seems to be 5-on-7.
Yeah, it's also not youth as well. The kids are about 8.
Yeah,
so it's not like the way they display it is. Because we're meeting up in the cup, it was a chance for our youth teams to play each other.
Yeah,
you go, well, it's not the youth teams, it's a boys' club. But them trading insults to each other
that was fun.
Across the pitch.
It's slowly walking.
Genuine, because I read that the guy the guy who plays Billy basically improv'd all of those insults, and
Great.
Tamar Catton's reaction to that is genuine. Like, he's genuinely fucking offended. I think it's like where he goes, what are you so pissed off about? The fact that you had to open up your kebab shop early or something like that. Like, it genuinely pissed him off. So it was like they were properly fucking going for each other.
I enjoyed that. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
And I've also seen people fight at kids' games.
I've seen bell-ends at kids' games a lot of times.
Oh, we had a guy. His name was Hicks, our goalkeeper. I think I've told about him before. But he used to keep getting sent off in the last minute because he was like, it's the last minute. What can go wrong? You know, he's our goalkeeper, right? So he went out one day and he boot this guy in the arse when he went. The guy dribbled around him and he just kicked him in the arse, and the guy shit himself, right? And the ref sent him off and he just knocked the ref out.
Amazing.
And then the two dads came onto the pitch and one of the dads ran on and knocked the dad out. And we were like,
that's class.
And we used to have a song going like, driving along in a Hicks mobile, Jeffrey and Peter at the wheel. But anyway, I wonder where he is these days.
That's class.
But anyway, yeah, so I have seen that. Right. Another thing, lager in a fucking Guinness glass.
Yeah.
Rat. That's proper London.
You also know they're drinking the shittest lager possible.
Yeah.
Every single. See what this? Here's where I go. Right. There's a bit where Billy walks in with Dyer and somebody else, and he goes, 3 bottles of Budweiser, please, sweetheart. And he goes, nobody's ordering 3. Nobody. Even
no, not a
even the
bottle.
most generic shite American sports fan is not ordering 3 bottles of Budweiser.
No.
The weakest, piss, most disgusting lager you can possibly get. 3 pints, you'd go, right, fair enough, back in the game. 3 bottles of Budweiser, no.
Yeah, I don't want to get over the top before I go batter some people.
Exactly. It's almost like what? I want to keep a clear head.
Have a half pint of Coors Light, mate. Like, what? That would be actually more disrespectful than robbing that guy's PlayStation.
Yeah,
I reckon if I ordered a bottle of Budweiser in front of those people, they'd drag me out. You come out here, son. Teach you a lesson. The only other thing I have written is Dorian's.
Or that scene.
Dorian, which is a stupid name. I have a mate called Dorian. He's from Germany. I don't really know where Dorian...
I don't know what... No.
Because it's a German name.
Dorian, I know, as a woman's name. But it's mostly Doreen, really.
No. There's Dorian as well, and it's a guy's German name.
Right.
So I don't really...
It's a weird name for him to pick.
Yeah. I know they're trying to pass it off as a weird name to pick, but...
Because, like, I know, like, again, to mention him earlier, is always there a problem with that scene as to how the hell Rod would know what name he's picked.
Yeah.
But I was like, maybe. But then when I watched it again, he does say the name to the granddad just before he goes into the toilet.
I think it scans just about.
I think it scans.
Just about, yeah. I mean, what a pull.
I mean, it's a threatening scene. Like, it is a genuine... It's one of the best scenes in it where you kind of go, fuck, that he's absolutely done now.
Yeah.
But again, I also don't buy... The only thing I don't buy about that scene is I don't buy that Tamar Catton and his pals...
Don't know what he looks like.
Exactly, because surely they've tangled with him before.
Yeah.
Because...
He's like one of the right-hand men.
Danny Dyer's quite a prominent figure in the Chelsea firm.
Yeah.
So I imagine you'd know who most of them are and who they look like. But also, I don't think they would a Millwall firm just be wandering about pubs in Chelsea and not get any aggro?
Fuck knows.
Do you know what I mean? Why would they go there to try and find them?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I didn't understand.
You know, when he wakes up, he goes, one of the funniest things I've ever seen is when he wakes up trying to do that hallucination stuff, and he's like, who's that pikey cunt I was just dreaming of? You're like, what? Am I watching?
There's so many weird bits. He seems obsessed. He tells us about 9 times that his pal Rod's got a massive cock. There's about 3...
I mean, I can't even... That's mostly what our friends do.
Yeah, that's true. But, like... Because when they pull those 2 women and then they both pass out and she goes, oh, it's a real shame, Shaw, because this one's hung like a pike. And I was like, oh, weird term that is, hung like a pike. I was like, are pikes notoriously known for having mass?
I don't even think
Does
they
she
have
mean
cocks.
no? But that's what I was thinking. I was like, fish don't have cocks, and I was like, is she describing his cock as looking like a pike? And I was like, are pike the longest of all the fishes? And then I was like, what a weird way to describe a cock as a fish.
Just an eel.
Yeah. Donkey, horse, anything
Yeah.
hung like a pike. And then she goes, oh, good for you, I've got a stickleback back here, right?
Brilliant.
And then when Rod gets a girlfriend and she keeps grabbing his cock every now and again, and you're like, how many times are we going to get this joke about this guy having a massive cock?
And that little fucking Rod, right? Again, another supposed somewhat redemption story. He gets into this girl.
Yeah.
And he's going out and the parents are meeting him and they're paying for his dinner. And he's like,
Yeah.
he starts going like, yo, I'm not born like you cunts. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah, you
And I
are.
get
Yeah.
that- yeah,
It's just a different type of boring.
Yeah, it's just a different type of born cunt. Right? But then my favourite, another one about the old cunts is, you know, I loved the old cunts. I
Yeah.
found the stupid old cunts. The old man dying was funny. They topped it. They topped it when not Albert, the granddad,
Aye.
after he had his fucking heart attack, stopping a race ride, decided to dress up to go have a wee meeting with his dead wife in the sitting room.
Oh, aye. He hallucinates her, doesn't he? Aye.
He comes in with he's
Yeah.
all dressed up, and his dead wife's like, "Go on, son."
See, even him, right? Even him, right? Is not a redeemable good character, right? Because you go, right, they've made it out as if this guy led the fucking D-Day landings, right? Him and his pal are just want to go retire to Australia, live out their days drinking in the sun. Fair enough, right? Guy's a war hero. Guy isn't racist. He's already told off kids on the bus. He's already said that he disagrees with the taxi driver. He's not involved in the violence. He's constantly getting Danny Dyer to give up that life and move on, right? And then he's in the fucking old folks dance, and some old woman that is his pal says, "I'm gonna miss you, Albert. I'm gonna what's his name? What fucking
remember.
granddad? It's not Albert. It's
Albert's the little fucker,
Aye.
isn't it? I don't know.
I'm gonna miss you." He's like, "I'll miss you as well." And he goes, "What? You gonna give me a little kiss before I go?" And then she gives him a kiss. He goes, "Not anymore." And she goes, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "You know exactly what I mean." And then just basically grabs her by the fanny, and you go, "What?
Yeah.
The fuck?"
Or war hero.
Jesus.
Or moral compass here is just sexually assaulted an old woman. He's like, "You dirty old bastard. You dirty old bastard."
But that's
slaps him.
again like Niggloff going, "This will be funny."
Aye,
This will be funny if the old boy, and then
still got a bit of
because
horror in
that's
it.
but then Danny Dyer's voiceover comes. "That's what I always loved about Granddad. He was still fucking up for it." You're like, my God, Jesus, still a fucking goer, wasn't he? Still a goer. Still loved it. Tell you what, my granddad said, "I'd love to see your fanny."
Fucking.
Just thinking, I can't get away from women like literally. If you said that to any woman, surely they would go, "Who? What? Who the fuck are you speaking to?" Imagine anyone like fucking. I reckon even Clark Gable, at his most charming, wouldn't be able to go like, well, frankly, my dear, I can't wait to see your fanny.
Do you remember? I even had this story, and I'm a guy. Remember the time I told you it was the Maltesers girl? Do you remember that? Must have been like episode 1. Do you remember?
No. Episode 1.
That must
Jesus
be one of the
Christ.
first stories we talked about. I'm pretty sure. Remember the time my friend tried to set me up? My friend Jim set me up with I was about 23 at the time. He set me up with this 40-year-old woman from
No,
Dublin.
I don't remember
He
this at all.
tried to, and he walked off like he was fucking Leonard Nimoy, going like, "Oh, my time here's done." I was like, "I don't want anything to do with this." And we went to get. I went to grab an ATM. I went to get money out for the taxi, and she grabbed my cock at the ATM.
Jesus, no.
And then I walked into the shop. Do you know?
No.
Have I even told this on this before? And then I went into the shop, right? You know where Gay Spar is?
Yeah.
In Dublin.
Yeah.
That's not a. That is
That's
what
not
it's-
that.
That is
That's
what it's
called Gay Spar.
Right? So Gay Spar's at the corner, right? And Lapello, and then there's a shop just there.
Yeah.
Right? So I was in that shop with her, right? And she goes to me, she goes, "Right, you go get the condoms, I'll go get the Maltesers."
I don't remember. If you have, I don't remember
She goes,
it.
You get the condoms, I get the fucking Maltesers, and grab my cock again. And I went, and do you know what I did? I ran away. I sprinted up Georgia Street. I just ran away. I just literally left her in the shop. I just sprinted. Didn't even get involved. I ran away. I was so hammered. I remember getting as far as near Camden Street and just went, well, lost her now.
Very funny.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So even that so it really jumps into your point, especially a woman is not going to be
no, exactly. No. If like you say, if a woman did that, I'd be fucking terrified, and I'd go, no.
What is she planning?
Speak to me like that.
She planning the Maltesers. You get the condoms. You get the Johnnies. I'll get the Maltesers. Yeah. Anyway,
in slight defence of this film, I can kind of get that. Like I've said, I think we're very different people. I can get the Fight Club addiction to adrenaline release of fighting people.
I definitely get that.
I could see it more in Fight Club.
Yeah.
I think I could quite easily get involved in. I can't wait to do Fight Club actually, because I could quite easily see myself getting involved in a fight club.
Yeah, I can see myself punching myself in the head.
The idea of punching people is quite an attraction, and probably the idea of getting punched is even more attractive.
I would love to beat Jared Leto to death as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he's in that big angel face.
I always something always jars with me with stamping on people's heads. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, talking about last week.
I don't think it should.
Attempted murder.
Yeah, I don't think it should be allowed in any fight.
It's disrespectful. That's what. Remember, my grandmother was like, "You better watch yourself when you're going into London and all that. They don't they'll kick you when you're down.
Yeah,
and they'll stab you. There's no honor in the fight." And I was like, right. Well, I don't get into fights, grandmother. First of all.
I don't mind if two lads are upright and are just smacking each other. But as soon as someone goes down,
that's like I was telling you, it was attempted murder. That thing I saw in Dublin last week on the podcast, because he was just kicking him on the head when he's down. And
it's not on.
And I'm like, it's over. It's not a fight anymore.
So, what do you think? Is this the most English film ever made?
It's right up there. Yeah, I can't really relentlessly British.
That's the thing.
Relentlessly British.
Is this the most English film ever made? Yes, because every character looks to have had about 3 pints before breakfast. Everyone is angry for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And most of the dialogue sounds like a threat.
Most characters in this have spent 40% of their lives in a Wetherspoons, and then another 20% in a fucking whore.
Okay, we'll leave it at that because we don't have a huge amount of time.
We don't have enough time. We have to go on Bridget Jones too.
Next week, we're going to do our second. Right, we're going to Patreon now. We're going to do part 2 of Bridget Jones's Baby. Next week, we're doing the other hooligan film. We're doing which is very much different. It's not as caricature-y next week. It's a lot nastier.
Yeah.
But next week we're doing Green Street, and with a far more star-studded cast as well.
Yes. Charlie Hunnam.
Yes. We'll see you. So we see you next week for that. I'm off to
the match.
I'm off to Boston.
We got to get this shit done because
I'm off to Boston tomorrow. I'm off to Dublin today because we're flying from there. So enjoy the rest of the World Cup. Well, the next week of the World Cup, not the rest of it. We'll see you before then. But thank you for listening, you fucking mug.